Hello, Debbie here, and I've come to channel Zeelandra. So bear with me, tune in all to yourself to see if this message is going to be for you. It'll take me a moment to get into the channel and state, so while I do so, you feel in also and see if this is for you. Bear with me. Yes, Zeelandra. Zeelandra is here and is here to join with you, with all who are present here today, whether that be in this now time or in a future timeline, in a future space, in a future place. You will tune into this message when you are ready to hear. And that is always the way when you hear particular messages or broadcasts. It is always when you are ready that they appear. We have explained before, most of what you need to see and hear, you have already planted for yourself. So what you have planted for yourself is an explanation of the heart space and how that works. The heart has been ticking for as long as you can remember, and even before your human time. It is something that grows in your body when you are in your mother's womb, and it starts from that stage to prepare for the journey that you have decided to come on. It is where everything that you need to see is, in a way, projected from. The heart is not just a ticking machine. It is not just there to beat and keep you alive. It is an amazing space. It is an electromagnetic field. It is like a toroidal space, which is constantly spinning. Yes, it may pump the blood through your body, but even more so, it is actually helping your field, the field to exist, the field where you are residing. And inside that part of the toroidal field, you will find another smaller space. This is a space at the back of your heart. It appears quite dark when you enter it first, and it is somewhere where, when you do enter, you may be quiet and wonder why, in all the parts of your body you could have visited, you have visited the space at the back of your heart. But there is a very good reason for this, because when you learn how to enter this space, that is when your world opens up in a much bigger way. In a way, from that space, when you entered through that door, which again is even another smaller toroidal field, but from the inside it looks dark. And you may stand there in the darkness and wonder what you are doing there. But you will start to understand that from this space, there are many, many, many doors, many, many possibilities, many places that you can go, even other universes, other places, other spaces. It will take time before you understand how to do that. But the starting space is just getting yourself familiar for being quiet so that when you enter that space, you can be still there and receive the instructions. The instructions, in a way, are already built in. It is quite natural that when you are in this space, you will want to expand. And as you expand in that space, you will find that that space expands even more and more and more. And you will find it hard to believe that you can actually feel like you are walking around inside your heart. It is so big. It will feel like a very, very large space indeed. And you will wonder how this fits inside of your body. But of course, your body, in a way, is a projection. It is something that you borrow to have this experience. But when you enter this tiny space of the heart, which expands into a rather large space of the heart, you will find that there are many other doors. Now, those doors are disguised inside. You won't see them first. You may visit the space of the heart many times before you realize that there are doors, many, many, many infinite doors to infinite realities and infinite spaces. They can take you to what you might call other planets, other dimensions, other spaces. They can take you just across your world to another part of your world. This is how you travel from this space. But to get into this space, it takes time. It takes a lot of being centered. It takes a lot of what you may call, is now known as inner work. It is the work where you drop all of the blame for the injustices that you feel you have stepped into, where you forgive everybody in your circle and outside of your circle. It is the space where you start to appreciate what is on the outside, because what is on the outside, you have stepped into that space through your heart, but you have forgotten that that is how you got there. And you are seeing outside of yourself what you needed to experience. But soon this experience can come to an end and you can see so much more, which involves you, again, stepping into your heart and coming out through another door. Like we said, there are many, many, many doors to explore. These are not doors like which you may have in your home with a handle and you open the door. These are, you almost shoot out. You may even call them wormholes. You just slide through, and when you get through, you are in another space, another time, another reality. But the space that you are in now, you have traveled to, again, in a way, through your heart, because this is the one that you wished to explore first. And you had the chance, many, many chances, to improve the world that you see outside by working on yourself through forgiveness, through being kind, through being caring, through mutual respect, respect for nature, respect for others, respect for all that you see, for being thankful for all that you see outside of yourself, even if it is something that you are not entirely happy with. You change that by also changing yourself, what you may call your inner work. And when you have changed that, that so much outside is amazing and that you see you are in a completely different world, then you are getting ready to be able to come inside and move from there. Now, some of you listening, this is in your very near future. Others have a little bit more work to do. You will understand where you are on that path by seeing what there is in the world that you are residing in at the moment. If you have seen past the wars, past the conflict, past the disasters, past all of the things which you have agreed to experience so that you can change. If when you look outside, you see a lot of beauty and beautiful colors, and if you are being able to express yourself in art or in nature, in developing things, in just having a beautiful time by just getting lost in nature and seeing the beauty in it, in creating your own beauty, as in perhaps painting or making things that are pretty, that you spend a lot of time putting your heart into. And this can be many, many things. Art is has so many forms. It can be dance, it can be singing, it can be so many things. Even channeling that Debbie is doing is an art, really, also. But you must do these things on a regular basis and not be drawn up and caught up in the chaotic world outside. You turn it off, and you are slowly learning how to turn that off. It was a little projection that you were playing to start pushing you towards your inner being, your inner heart, your inner world. Believe me, that world is so much more fun and exciting than any you will ever experience in this lifetime. And we can see that many of you are experiencing a beautiful time in this lifetime. And to those people, we say, well done, because you have come to experience the greatness and the beauty, whether that be in nature or in other forms. We are glad that you tuned in today, and we are happy that we have been able to explain the heart space a little more. It is something, like we said, you will become familiar with over time. There is no rush. There is no time. So whether you do that today, tomorrow, or in what you would call your 5 years' time, 5 years' time would be pushing it. You will achieve this within the next 3 or 4 years. And when we say 3 or 4 years, it could also be next week. So don't worry too much. Don't try too hard. Don't try to get into the heart through the mind. That will not work. That is a little bit of a trap. What you have to do is step out of the mind and into the heart. And instead of seeing things with the mind, learn to see things with the heart. See the beauty in all that is outside and is bestowed upon you. We are so happy that you are tuning in. And if you have stayed this far, we will meet you inside of your own heart when the time comes. Thank you. Transmission complete. Thank you. I think that was actually a nice one. I like that. Okay. Much love. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I love your comments. I read every single one. And don't forget, if you like it, like and subscribe. Thank you.